Gail Joyner. 13-year-old Gail Lorraine Joyner was last seen in Thanodisesa, Florida on September 22, 1972. After she returned home from school that day, she had a sandwich and decided to walk her pet raccoon, Bandit, whom she often took out on a lead. The two headed out together, and Gail was seen by a passerby standing near a white vehicle parked on the edge of a wooded area. The 13-year-old never returned home that day, and neither she nor Bandit has ever been seen or heard from again. Gail's parents do not believe she left of her own accord. With 6 siblings, she was used to a boisterous household and had no trouble at home. She was close to her siblings, especially her older brother, and although the family had recently moved from Michigan to Florida, Gail was, by all accounts, adjusting well and had already made new friends. Notably, the 13-year-old was also not wearing shoes at the time of her disappearance and had not taken any of her belongings, which seems odd if she had intended on running away from home. Gail's parents suspect that she was forcibly taken, believing their daughter could be lulled into a false sense of security by someone taking an interest in bandits, whom she loved showing off to people. Witnesses who came forward after she was reported missing detailed seeing her near the wooded area with the white car. However, the vehicle has not been found nor identified. And furthermore, nobody saw her enter it. It is unclear if the driver was involved in her disappearance, but Gail's sister, Linda, recalled that hours before her sibling vanished, she too had been approached by a stranger in a white car who'd attempted to lure her inside, indicating that a predator may have been wandering around the area searching for a victim. An extensive search of the local area, which involved 200 volunteers, sent dogs, helicopters, and divers, failed to produce any evidence of the missing teenager. The police searched a local trash pit after being tipped off by an anonymous individual, but found nothing. Over the years, investigators have brought 17 raccoons to Gail's parents, who believed that they could identify bandits due to the distinctive scarring he had from a burn on his foot and a scrape on his nose. All 17 raccoons were ruled out as being bandits. Over the years, several people have confessed to taking Gail. In the autumn of 1973, John Paul Witt and Gary Tillman confessed to snatching and taking the life of an 11-year-old named Jonathan Kushner in Tampa, Florida. The two men were suspected of possibly being linked to Gail's case, but no evidence was ever found to connect them to the disappearance, and Witt was subsequently executed in 1985. Serial killer Gerald Stano was another individual who was thought to be potentially linked to the disappearance. According to the book, Blind Fury by Anna Flowers, Stano confessed taking the young girl's life, but later walked back his confession. Stano was mostly active in eastern Florida, and his first confirmed killing occurred in 1973. Across the span of his criminal career, he had made numerous false, or at least questionable, confessions and admitted to the killings of 41 women before he was executed in 1998. Gail's case is still unsolved. A Jane Doe with case number 16,314 bears a striking resemblance to Gail, but has been ruled out as being the 13-year-old. 13-year-old Gail Joyner was last seen in Thanodisesa, Florida on September 22, 1972, when she took her raccoon Bandit on a walk. Gail is described as a white female with brownish blonde hair and brown eyes. At the time of her disappearance, she was 5 foot tall and weighed 100 pounds. When she was last seen, she was wearing a navy blue and white striped pullover top, Levi brand jeans, and no shoes. Gail also has freckles on her face and a scar on her cheek. If she's still alive, she will be 63 years old. If you have any information about her disappearance, you can contact the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office.